And we're back in Snow Creek Kitchen with local bounty hunter Chef Payton Curry. He only cooks with locally grown, farm-fresh ingredients, and he's teaching us how to cook with these ingredients that are all over our countertop today. Quite appropriate for this Earth Day segment.
Yeah, I think so. So we've got the artichoke. We've got one in acidulated water.
Tell everybody what that concoction consists of.
Literally 3 seeds from a lemon, which you must have. Not really. 3 seeds of a lemon, juice, and water. So what it's already doing, you can already see that it's not oxidizing at all.
Right.
So, you know.
Aren't you glad I did the extra one for you?
Yes, I am. I am quite glad. So we've got those. Now in this pot here we have 1 red onion, minced, chopped, julienne, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter because you're just going to braise this now or slow.
Jimmy cracked corn, got it.
Yeah, yeah. You're just going to slow cook it. So you've got 1 red onion, 1 yellow onion, 1 baby leek, and as many artichokes as you can fit in your pot.
Okay.
And then you have white wine, 8 ounces of white wine for this, and a mandatory 4 ounces of white wine for you as well.
Okay.
And then you're just going to bring it up, and now it's coming up to that perfect temperature. So literally all I did was dump everything into the pot.
What does the bay leaf do?
The bay leaf gives it a little bit of earthiness, speaking of Earth Day.
Okay.
It gives it a little bit of earthiness, and it also plays off kind of a cardamom, a coriander, like that kind of flavor profile. So when you don't want to go that aggressive with something like artichokes, you want to keep the integrity of the flavor of the artichoke, you go something more subtle like that.
Yeah, I always feel like they're like the cooking placebo because in my recipes, I'm not tasting anything.
Sure.
But maybe there's something else going on.
Right, yeah. A lot of people will use them in a sachet for chicken stock and things like that, where you wrap it in cheesecloth. Some people agree. They think it's completely unneeded or an unnecessary step.
I'm going to go with you, though. I'm going to put it in there in this recipe.
So I want to talk about this. I just cut into this tangelo from McClendon Farms at the farmer's market.
Okay.
And this is a honeybell tangelo. It gets that name from the shape. All the chefs in the valley, they come and grab these tangelos and they shake them to see if it's loose like this around the side, which means every single citrus, when it does that, it gets sweeter as it ages because the moisture goes away. So they all come and they shake it. So if you were to shake this tangelo, it would literally sound like you're holding a baseball in a mitt and shaking the mitt.
So that's what that's about.
So that's what you see when you go pick your produce. You ask why I threw away these limes.
Right.
They're rock hard. So something.
But what if you? Okay, so a lot of people have citrus trees in their backyard. They may not have those McClendon style, but they might have like lemons and limes.
Sure.
When that skin starts to get real soft, if you pulled them off the tree.
Yep.
Are they going to get juicier, or are they just going to get rancid?
Yeah, you need to let it sit on the tree as long as possible.
Stay on the tree.
Yeah, just let it stay on the tree and go outside and grab it from the tree. And what I tell people is just go out with a knife and cut it open and taste one and then feed it to the family, or the birds, as we call the family at the farm.
Gotcha.
But do it that way. So what we've done for the beet salad, while our artichokes are cooking, now you can do these with pasta or what have you. So for my wife and I, some nights at home, she loves these artichokes. I'll have a pot of boiling water with a little bit of pappardelle or something in it, and I'll literally drop it into that pasta, and then we have dinner.
Wow.
So this is something talking about the big batch cooking. You can do this, 5 gallons at a time, and it'll keep. And
when are we going to pull those out?
Well, those will go about 90 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So what I did was I started the beets, got the beets going. The artichokes were already in the acidulated water. Once the beets went in the oven, the artichokes went in the pot. So now everything's cooking and it'll be done around the same time.
And this?
This is the vinaigrette that we're going to make for the beet salad. We talk about going raw and eating raw. This has a lot of raw peas, a little raw garlic. These are raw blueberries that have been pickled. They've been pickled in balsamic vinegar. Bay leaf, of course, you must have it, right?
Yes. The all-important placebo needs to go in.
Yeah, we're going to make a vinaigrette out of this. So now I'm doing all the final touches for a few vegetarian appetizers.
And then all of these ingredients
comes through
that are lined up are going to kind of
all go together. And those artichokes are the ones that are already done.
Oh, okay.
So this is the finished product before we get it all fancy and do swirls and paint brushes and dots and logos.
You might have one less before you
No, go ahead, please. You can taste them.
Okay.
So that's something that you can make a large batch. You know what? You can also do it in the Minnesota sous vide machine, which is called the crock pot.
I like it.
Yeah. So you just plug it in, set it, forget it, and go out. And we've done it crock pot style. Charlene and I were joking around about it at F&B. And of course, we both gave it a shot, and it works. It takes a lot longer, but it works perfectly.
I got all the time in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's in my crock pot?
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
True.
So in your last segment, you're going to be plating all this up. We're going to talk a little bit more about those braised artichoke dishes. I'm going to try this, and it's going to be a lot of fun, so stick around for that.